I had a quest to know about myself. I had a quest to know what life is. What am I? Where did I come from? Where will I go next? So, for 2.5 years, intensely I meditated and I realized myself. I came to know that there is no death. What we are now is 90% past lives, 10% the current life. Whatever I teach in this lifetime, 100% it is the guidance from Patrice. What I learned from him. And there was a gentle smile on his eyes. So I knew that he wanted me to win. So that time I felt the pure love of a father. Without money, you cannot do seva also. Money is a gift for your own evolution and to support others' evolution.
वेलकम सर टू सोलापुर। बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आपके साथ। आज पहली बार ऐसा सत्संग होने जा रहा है। बहुत खुशी है आपसे मिलके। हम लोग तो आपको यूट्यूब पे बहुत सारे वीडियोस देख के आपको सुन रहे थे। फिर ऐसा कभी लग रहा था कि सर कब सोलापुर आएंगे और कब हमें ये सब मिलेगा। तो अभी 6 महीने से ये मिल रहा है। बहुत खुशी हो रही है। मैं ये तो हमने ऐसा ही सत्संग है। तो मैं मुझे जिज्ञासा है कि आपकी स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी हमने देखा है, वीडियो वॉच किए, लेकिन अभी आप है यहाँ हमारे सामने है तो हमें पूछना है।
Thank you very much. सबको शोलापुर टीम का thank you very much for having me here. Such a great honor because you're all sincere and your sincerity has brought me here. What to say about my journey? I will share in few words. I had a quest to know about myself. I had a quest to know what life is. From a very early childhood days, when I was almost, I can remember, let's say, less than 3 years old. Less than 3 years old, my first question I asked my mother was, who am I? What am I? Where did I come from? Where will I go next? Where did I come from? How did I come? And where will I go next? So these are the questions I asked. So these were the very first questions I remember I asked my mother. And also, almost for 2.5 years, I was only on liquids. As a baby, for the first 2.5 years, I couldn't take any solids. I was only on liquids. I was only surviving on juices. My body couldn't take any solids. So my mother went to many doctors, hospitals, and they tested everything is fine. So the doctor asked, is the baby healthy? The baby is very healthy, but he's not eating any solids. So the doctor said, we cannot do anything. Only God, you have to pray to God. So they did vrata in Someshwar temple. So my grandmother and my mother, they did 40 days vrata so that I can eat some solids. So after 40 days vrata, they did for in Hanuman temple. So in Bangalore, there is a locality called Alsur. So there is a very big temple, Someshwar temple. That is the oldest temple in Bangalore built by the Chola dynasty, Chola kings. So in the Someshwar temple, there is a small temple. Inside the Someshwar temple, there is a smaller Hanuman temple. So there is a belief that you do 40 days vrata to Hanuman, your wishes will be fulfilled. So the 40th day, they should offer curd rice to the monkeys nearby. If the monkey eats the food, then the vrata is fulfilled. So that is the belief. So 40th day, my grandmother offered curd rice to the monkeys in the Hanuman temple. So one monkey came and ate. So my grandmother called my mother because my grandmother was in Bangalore, my mother was in Chittoor. So my mother received the phone and heard the news. So my grandmother said, from today onwards you will eat. So that day I immediately ate. So 2.5 years I never ate solid food. So that day I ate the food. So in this lifetime, the solid foods went inside my body because of Hanuman Kripa. So this is my spiritual background as a boy, as a small boy. Now the quest was always there to know about myself, to know what is God. So right from my childhood, I always had the curiosity and the quest to know God. I want to meet God. So when I was in my third standard, I went to Sabarimala, wearing mala, uh, having all the doing all the rituals. So by foot I walked, because my father went. So I asked my father, where are you going? He said, I'm wearing mala, I'm going to Sabarimala. Who's there? Lord Ayyappa is there, can I meet him? He said yes. So I also want to come. So early morning 4 o'clock I used to get up, take cold water shower, okay, walk barefoot. And this Ayyappa Swami devotees, they do all those things. So third standard I went, fourth standard I went, fifth standard, like that 5 times I went to meet God, but I couldn't meet God. But I felt good because I was in nature and I enjoyed the trekking and all the things, but I couldn't meet God. So my quest was always there. And I used to go to Tirumala temple, right? And also I did Anga Pradakshinas to many gods, many temples. So I did everything, whatever possible, because my quest was sincere to meet God. Some solace was there. Every time I visit a temple, there was some feel good factor was there, but I couldn't, meet God, connect to God. That quest was never fulfilled. So that search, that quest got fulfilled after I watched Patri Sir video in the year 2008. So I watched this video, Apo Deepo Bhava. So in that video, so he said, close your eyes, observe the breath. You will come to know all the answers. Who are you? Where did you come from? What is birth? What is death? What happens after death? Everything you will come to know when you close your eyes, observe the breath. I was like, wow, is it so simple, so easy? So I experimented. So by the time I was 25 years old. So for 25 years, I struggled on the planet Earth without knowing myself. The quest was there. For 25 years, the quest was there, right from a small boy. So 26th year, remember on the 26th year birthday, I was in Hyderabad. Um, I was in Birla Mandir. I was did all the, because on birthdays we go to temples, no. So I was in Birla Mandir in Hyderabad after visiting the temple. So I was sitting on the steps. So and I was gazing into the sky and I was asking, already 25 years finished. This is my 26th year beginning, right? So I still don't know anything about myself. I don't know what is God, and I really may this year God Bhagwan really bless me on this birthday so that I will know myself. So that is the prayer I made on my birthday. So that same year I started doing meditation. So observing watching the video Apo Deepo Bhava changed my life, transformed my life. So after watching the video, I sincerely did the experiment of meditating for 2.5 years. So for 2.5 years intensely I meditated and I realized myself. I came to know that there is no death. I came to know that I am an eternal being. I came to know that I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not what I think, I am not what anybody thinks. I am pure consciousness. That I realized in my meditation. So all the limited identities went away. I started seeing life from a different perspective. Until then, the life was different. But after that, the understanding of my life was different. Before, I used to have a lot of limitations. I used to have a lot of fears. I used to, I used to think I was happy, but I was not so happy. But after meditation, after coming into the path of meditation, after the self-realization process, the real happiness began. The real celebration of life happened. Then immediately there was a quest. There are many people on the planet Earth who are like me. So I should go and help them. So I should go and teach them. So I started teaching. Simultaneously, I was practicing and I started teaching. So I told myself in India there are many people to teach because I was based in Australia at that time. I came on a holiday to India and that's when I got this Apo Deepa Bhava CD, and then I went back to Australia because by the time my work was in Australia, I was completely settled there. So then I started teaching meditation to countries like Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Vietnam, Malaysia. So my teaching started. Then we need money to travel and teach. So for that reason, I have to go to a job. So I went to an IT job. So I used to work for 6 months, and whatever the money I get, I used to travel around the world and teach meditation for 6 months. So this is how I started being a teacher. So in my 20s, I did a lot of sadhana. In my 30s, I did a lot of teaching. Now I'm in my 40s. I'm 43. Now in my 40s, I want to help others teach. This is a summary. I can go into many, many more details, but the summary is enough.
ग्रेट सर। अभी जो आपने बताया, आपकी बचपन से जो जर्नी रही, बहुत ब्यूटीफुल जर्नी। तो अभी मैं जानना चाहती हूँ पत्री सर और आपके बारे में। जो मैंने यूट्यूब पे एक वीडियो है, पत्री सर आपका इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं। शायद वो बेंगलोर पिरामिड वैली में है, लेकिन वो तेलुगु में है। तो हम लोगों को इतना ज़्यादा डिटेल नहीं, नीता ताई ने हमें ट्रांसलेट करके दिया है। तो अभी आप आए हैं तो मैं उस जर्नी के बारे में भी जानना चाहती हूँ।
सबका सबका जर्नी ब्यूटीफुल होता है मैडम। आई मीन टू से आई एम नॉट ए स्पेशल चाइल्ड, but everybody is special. Everybody's journey is special. So my quest from my childhood was the result of my past lives. Okay. So our current life is a continuation of our past life. What we are now is 90% past lives, 10% the current life. Whatever the knowledge and wisdom we have, it is 90% past lives, 10% the current life. What we are, what we think, what we speak, what we do, is 90% from the past life. 10% is our current life understanding. For every person, it is the same. So, during my own intense meditation, during my own intense sadhana, I definitely knew this is not the first time I am meditating. I definitely knew I was a yogi before. I was teaching meditation before. So, this I got as a knowing from inside. But then later on, my journey started 2008, 2008, 2009, 2010. So those 3 years were very intense years of my meditation. Almost 24/7, I was in a meditative state, either practicing meditation or practicing mindfulness. Those days, I don't know it is mindfulness. It just started coming natural. The more I was doing meditation, the more naturally I became mindful. Around the year 2012, 13, my spirit guide started visiting me and sharing some information about the mission on the planet Earth, my mission on the planet Earth. So during my meditation, no experience, only self-realization. But after my intense meditation journey, I started teaching meditation. I was just in a normal middle path, going to work and then teaching meditation. I was balancing my life in the middle path. So then the star being started coming through channelers, or sometimes through energy form, and sometimes physically also. So my spirit guides and star beings, they came and they started sharing what I will be doing in this current lifetime. So in one of the sharing, so they spoke about my past life, and they said we normally don't speak about past lives, but it is important we speak about this past life because that is the foundation. So that life is the foundation for what you are going to do in this lifetime. So they said you will be traveling around the world and you will be teaching spiritual science, and also in this lifetime you will not be wearing saffron robes sitting in ashram and Himalayas. So in this lifetime you will be wearing business shoes, you will be a businessman, and you will inspire business people to do business in the right way, ethical way, and you will be reaching out to common men. So we'll be reaching out to governments, and that is when the new shift in the consciousness will blossom on the planet Earth. So this is your mission in this lifetime. So in this lifetime, you are not going to be a yogi. In your past life, you are a yogi. So in this lifetime, you are going to be a businessman. So this is what they said. So this is so they guided me, and then simultaneously Patri sir also guided me, because whether it is my spirit guides or star beings or whether it is the guidance of Patriji, it's all one and the same for me, because Patri sir also has the capacity to see the uh, what this soul is going to do. Patri sir has the capacity to see the tree in the seed form. Okay, so he used to motivate me, and he used to encourage me to travel around the world and to take this spiritual knowledge as a science based. And he encouraged me to take it to United Nations in a scientific way. In fact, he only gave the name Breath Energy Health Foundation. So he said the word meditation may not be acceptable across all countries in the world. So instead of meditation, use the word breath energy. And this breath energy is for the holistic health. It is primarily for the health. So take it as a as a tool to amplify your health, or through the health platform you will be able to reach many people, and through the health platform you will be reaching out to the governments. So this was in the year 2014 he gave this Breath Energy Health Foundation. Then again in the year 2017, uh, I was in Switzerland. I went to Switzerland for the first time. So normally every country I visit, because I used to travel a lot. I used to travel 4 to 5 countries per month average and teach meditation. So every country I visit, there are some countries I feel, wow, it is very beautiful. But internally I feel there is not much work here. There are some countries I feel I have a lot of work here, but the country energies are not so beautiful. But Switzerland is the first country where I landed in Switzerland. First time I got the feeling the country is very beautiful. I have a lot of work here. Like that intuitively I felt. So then, before I left Switzerland, Patri sir ka call again. I got a call from Patri sir, and yeah, Swamiji, where are you now? He was in Germany at that time, so he called me, Swamiji, where are you now? I said, I'm in Switzerland, sir. Then he was very happy, and he told, no, your mission is in Switzerland, and PSSM headquarters, PSSM European headquarters will happen in Switzerland. Through you, a very beautiful ashram will come. A huge pyramid, a crystal pyramid will come, and your crystal will be headquartered there. And people around the world, now you are taking the crystal, but in the future, people around the world, they will come to Switzerland to see the crystal. And so the truth will radiate from that. So it will be a learning center. So your mission is in Switzerland. So Switzerland will be the global mission. And also he said Switzerland never participated in World War One, World War Two. So it is a neutral country. Uh, your energies are more suited to Switzerland. Crystal energies are more suited to Switzerland. Crystal needs cool temperature. So Switzerland has cool temperature. So you should relocate to Switzerland and you should focus on United Nations. And he said WHO, World Health Organization, is based in Geneva, Switzerland, right? So your work is in Switzerland. So like that, he used to give some constant guidance about the bigger picture of the work. I can go on sharing many number of things between me and Patri sir. We had a very interesting relationship right from the day one. Very interesting relationship in the sense like the relationship is a relationship of pure love, right? And simultaneously, the relationship is a relationship of fight. You or me, right? In every stage, there is a competition between me and Patri sir. Okay. So who will attract the audience? So this so this competition was there, but healthy, right? Because he is my inspiration. See, he is my inspiration. He is my role model. So I want to get appreciation from him. So I want to get appreciation from him. So in every stage, I used to get this competitive feel. Okay, sir, let us see who is going to do better. So relationship based on pure love, relationship based on um, guru and student, relationship based on pure friendship, and a relationship based on seva. Because he used to always say that it is a collective work, right? So my job is to teach in India, your job is to teach in other countries. So he always motivated me, saying, "You are no less than anybody. You are no less than anybody. I am no greater than anybody. We are all one. We are all the same." So, whatever I teach in this lifetime, 100% it is the guidance from Patri sir. What I learned from him. What I learned from him is what I teach. And the final moments, I want to tell this because you're asking about the relationship, no? So, to be very honest, I cannot put in words my relationship. Whatever I try to put in, it's still incomplete. I cannot put in words. If I put in words, I'm doing injustice because it is beyond words, actually. But I'll tell one incident. You can understand what it is. So, May 12, I was in Pyramid Valley. He wanted me to be there in Pyramid Valley. I was somehow avoiding it because I don't want to get stuck in one place. I want to keep traveling and doing. But he was very insistent that you should come and stay in Pyramid Valley. And I thought, sir, he said he will be there till 2095. So I had no clue that he'll be vacating the body soon. But he was very insistent that you should come and spend some time with me. So, okay, with reluctance, I went to Pyramid Valley to spend time with him for 3 days. But I ended up staying there for 6 months. 2022, 2021, 2021 October, he asked me to come. I was somehow reluctant. Finally, he used the crystal as an excuse. So there was this Gyan Bharat celebration time at that time, annual celebration. So he was a chief guest and I was also a chief guest. It was happening on the Zoom. So he saw me on the Zoom and he said, Pradeep, you should come to Pyramid Valley. I said, no, sir, I'm busy, I'm traveling, I cannot come. You always say like this, you should come. Then I will see, sir. Then he said, no, it's a full moon. So it is important you bring the crystal. Crystal energies needs to go all over the world on the full moon day. So you should come. So then I couldn't say no. So I said I packed my clothes for 3 days, one day before full moon and one day after full moon. So we went. So Patri sir was playing flute and we put the crystal in the Pyramid Valley Mega Pyramid. We did the full moon event together. And after that, the third day, I was supposed to leave. But he stopped me. He said, no, you should stay back here. So I ended up staying 6 months. And from there, I started doing the online sequence. So whatever people see now on the online is a sequence I gave when I was in Pyramid Valley. The 21-day sequence, the 42-day sequence, and all those sequences. So then one day I said, Ori, 6 months is a long time. Now I have to go because now I have to go to Indonesia because we were having an ashram in Indonesia and we have to go to Malaysia, Singapore. So I told, I got up, I said, if I tell Patri sir that I am going, he won't let me go. So what I'll do is I will pack my clothes, pack everything, and before leaving, I'll say, just go say goodbye and then leave. Right? So I packed everything. My car is waiting outside. So I just went to say, Patri sir, bye, I'm leaving now. And normally, when you are leaving, when you say bye, he will never stop you. He'll say, okay, bye. Because he will never interfere. If you are moving, he will never force you to sit, he will never interfere. But that day, May 12, I remember it was 12th May 2022. So that day, he asked me to sit, let us play chess. I was like, sir, I'm leaving. No, 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 sit, we have to play chess. So the car is waiting, the driver is waiting. So I thought maybe one game we will play. So that game went on for almost 2 hours, intense fight. Because in the game, we will never compromise with each other. We will fight. It's like if you kill my soldier, I'll kill your soldier. That kind of a fight was there. Intense 2 hours. That 2 hours, unusually I was having headache. So I used to play chess with Patri sir for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, sometimes till middle of the night till 2:33. But that day, unusually I was having a lot of headache and lot of energy bombardment, vibration. My whole body was going through some kind of a heat, which was very unusual. So he won the game. Patri sir won the game. I said, okay, sir, you won the game. Fine. Now let me go. No, no, no. One more game. No, sir, I have to go. He said, no, one more game. Now this time, let us see who is it is. Best of two. Now let us get one more. So then again, second game. So second game, I won. Okay. So again, 2 hours went. So 4 hours, two games. Almost 3.5 4 hours. The second game I won. Then I said, okay, sir, one game you won, one game I won. Okay, match draw. Now it is time for to go. Then he said, no, 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 you have to sit. Best of three we will play. One more game. By the time I was going through a lot of heat, temperature, and a lot of energetically, a lot of things were happening. And unusually, he was reluctant. Unusually, he was adamant. He's like, no, you have to sit. Play. So in the third game, he was in a commanding position. The third game, he was in a commanding position, and I'm about to lose the game. But then suddenly I noticed, energetically, I'm noticing, energetically, even in the moments, I'm noticing that he wants me to win. So he deliberately made a wrong move so that I can win the game. So that moment, something happened in my consciousness. So that moment, I felt, it's the father wanting the son to win. I literally felt energetically, emotionally. I felt, and I was looking into eyes, why you are doing this? And there was a gentle smile on his eyes. So I knew that he wanted me to win. So that time I felt the pure love of a father. So when he wanted me to win the third game, so that time I felt the love of the father. But then with great difficulty I left. And the third game also, again he after finishing the third game, he wanted me to play the fourth game. He doesn't want to he doesn't want me to leave. Again, fourth game. I said, no, sir, it is getting dark. I have to go to Tamil Nadu ashram on the way. There is some work for me. I have to go. Sorry. Then I said, because he wanted me to stay in Pyramid Valley. He wanted me to stay in India for 6 months and travel for 6 months. So then I told him, the last words I told him was, okay, as you wished, I will stay in India for 6 months, and the rest of the 6 months I will focus on outside country. So, okay, as you wish, I will promise you. Now let me go. I need to go. Then he smiled at me, and then he said, okay, all the best. And then he gave the shaken and he hugged me. That was the last meeting I had. So he did all those. Later on, I realized he did all those things because he knew that it is the last meeting. That's why he wanted me to win, and that's why he didn't let me go. And the whole headache I was going through, the whole energy vibrations I was going through on that particular day, now I can recollect. Now I can connect the dots. It's nothing but energy transfer. A lot of energy transfer was happening. So that is my relationship with him.